Good afternoon, all. Some of you in the comments, well, let's wait a few minutes to get you all started. Pop in. I'm getting back into the groove of YouTube. Um, I got to remember to state who I am before I just start talking. Uh, Pouring some water. How are you all? Give you a minute to pop on in. 54 seconds. Too bright. I think I have to get another light as well. So, guys, as you know, my name is Arlene J. Ramsey, CEO and founder of Everyone Let's Talk. I am also your favorite self wealth mentor. I am also now the CEO and founder of Mediators Medium and is soon to be your favorite civil and family and divorce court mediator. I am also a nonprofit owner. I will get provide more information in regards to my nonprofit somewhere later on down the line. Okay. But in regards to the comments that are in my previous video for the over 300,000 Black women who have been lost jobs, I saw many brothers stating that Black men are going through the same thing. And shame on me for not knowing that. And thank you for respectfully posting your comments because I'm quite sure that you all, some of you are frustrated that we are not talking about the brothers. So I went and did my research and I learned that over 567,000 Black men have lost their jobs between November 2025 and February 2026. That is just, what is it, a 4 month span that nearly a million, half of a million Black men have lost their jobs. And it leaves me to question, why haven't we heard that Black men have been let go from their jobs in the same way that we've heard the news when Black women have lost their jobs? And a few things came to mind. One is that women, would do show more emotion, and so we've been groomed to let the world know what we're going through, whether it's good or bad. So women will continue to follow that pattern, and this has worked. There's nothing wrong with this, right? Because it has caused people to pay attention to what's going on with us. But this is what we've been doing right before women's liberation, right? So this is part of how we actually won with women's liberation. So I'd like to say that women continue to go on doing what we've been doing, letting the world know what's going on with us. As for the brothers, you guys are carrying a hard burden, and men are not used to just letting the world know what goes on with them because the brothers understand that they've been going through this, this abrupt layoff in November of 2025 just means that they've been dealing with this abruptly all at once. But Black men are used to not getting the jobs, used to being the first to be laid off. And, we know the history of what our brothers have been dealing with. So I dedicated today's live to our brothers and in discussing what we can do as a people and as a community to hold ourselves up. So I'm going to say, just like I said in the previous video, and I'm quite The men know, because a lot of brothers have commented on the video that I made in regards to the sisters being laid off, that it is time that we build our own communities and provide the structures that we need in order to survive. So we need to build our own banks, um, build our own homes, our own schools, our own jobs. The jobs are there because the skill sets are there. How many of us our brothers are auto mechanics? How many of our brothers are in the trades, electricians, carpenters, plumbers, welders, right? This just goes to show that, just like someone commented before, a lot of the low paying jobs, we're going to start to see these jobs get fulfilled by AI. And this is definitely a shift in culture, in job culture, and knowing that there's going to be some people that's on the food chain that's going to ensure that they remain in position to live well and thrive, right? And so the system is not made with us involved, right? But I need us to understand that this system, the people that created the system, are the people who are not indigenous to this land. We are indigenous to this land, both Black men, indigenous men, and indigenous Black women, right? And so we have stakes in this land, in that we have a God given right to build what we need to build in this land so that we are able to survive and thrive in this land, right? With such large numbers of us being released from these jobs, you cannot force anyone to keep you in a job or give you a job, right? It's just not going to happen, and it doesn't make sense to beg for a job. But I get that we need one to keep money, to take care of ourselves, pay our bills, put food on our table, and you get it, right? So the goal is to rebuild. And that is something that is in our blood and in our veins. We've done it with Tulsa and Rosewood and all the places that we know in history that has been torn down. I'm going to say again that this is a new age and a new era. And just like uh, separation has caused us back in the day, segregation has caused our elders back in the day to build and create their own, because there was a need for that to happen for us to survive. We are coming upon them times now where we are going to have to build. And our attitudes about building, right, and creating our own, let's not put a lot of focus in what other people are doing, what other races and cultures of people are doing, and just continue to do what we need to do to make sure that we are okay, right? We need to do better with community and family. Okay, again, the skill sets that you've acquired on these jobs are transferable, right? And it is the same thing. A lot of brothers have been struggling with being understood on these jobs. It seems as if there's no grace or patience to understand most of you. So I know it was a struggle to be on some of these jobs. Um, it's okay, right? It is time to rebuild, right? Many of you you were truckers, right? Get your box truck and go on ahead and do your deliveries. There's not going to be much that I need to tell the brothers, because you're already moving in that direction, as I can see per your comments on the previous video. But most importantly, I created this live to let you all know that I see you. I heard your comments, I see you, and I went and did my research and due diligence and found out that you all are in the same bucket with Black women. So, again, this is a reminder that women sometimes we can, women can be a bit self centered where we're only thinking about ourselves, right? And I get it. Women are in hysteria losing their jobs, and some of them are single parents, single mothers. So they their household is depending on their income. But we have to start developing in a way that when you see something is happening with one, look into seeing if the other is going through it. As in to say, when this happens with Black women, look into and see what's going on with the brothers, right? Because there's a lot of narrative all over social media where the focus is all on Black women, and that over 300K and counting Black women have lost their jobs. I haven't seen anything talking about the brothers losing their jobs, right? So, brothers, I'm happy that for your comments on these on video. This is why the comment section is also important. So, the person that is creating the video, if we are fair and righteous and we really care to you know, uplift the community, we're paying attention to what you're writing in these comments, and we should be doing our due diligence. So, in that, thank you, because that caused me to do my due diligence. And I say again, shame on me for not checking to see what was going on with the brothers, right? Because I thought it was only the Black women, and so I wanted to say that. I'm going to post another live in a few minutes in regards to jobs that AI cannot do, right? And even that, with jobs that AI can do note that when we build our own communities, we don't have to incorporate the system that the larger society is incorporating. That will now not pertain to us to a great extent, okay? But you brothers, I wish you all the best. And I know that you're out there building. And for those of you who are despondent, please note that all is not lost. It is not doom and gloom. You have skill sets. Those skill sets, there's a need for those skill sets. And as long as there is a need, there's going to be currency that comes along with it. Even if you all have to barter, which means you may not have money to pay each other, but you can barter services, which means that the services that you need, you would have had to pay for it anyway. So if you barter, you don't have to pay for the services, but barter services and get things accomplished until you can start gaining some currency to build our community along. I'm going to tell you that that's what the colonizers did when they came here. Everybody didn't come here to this country with money. They bartered services and stole resources from other countries, islands, and so on. And that's how they eventually obtained some paper currency, some gold currency, some silver currency. But prior to that, there was a barter system. Do believe what that where there is not money, there is barter system. So we have enough wealth amongst us to start our own barter systems and build from there. You all take care, and I wish you fellas the best. And I hope that what comes out from this is better families. And listen, I'm not telling anyone to stay in relationships with someone that you're not compatible with, or with someone that is not healthy for you to be in. I am in no way, shape, or form. So that right there, we can continue on with this what's going on in society now should give us a more astute outlook on life, as in to just cut things short. If it's not working out, it's not working. But when you get into the next relationship, pay attention to that and take it with some seriousness. So I hope it brings, Black love the way it needs to, collaboration the way it needs to, respect the way it needs to, coexistence the way it needs to. This is a wonderful time to be alive. The paradigm shift is coming, and we need to be the ones steering the paradigm as it's shifting, steering it to shift how we needed to shift for us. We don't need to follow what the broader society is doing. We don't. We have our own culture, and we need to focus on us. Okay? I wish you all the best. Until next time, peace.